Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. It's presidential inauguration day. We are going to be watching the markets. We're going to be here for the opening bell later on this evening, and we're going to cover everything for you from a global perspective, not just a US perspective. We're looking at the official Trump coin. There you go. This was a meme coin created by Donald Trump, and Melania has one as well. And when this popped up, all other crypto went down. XRP went down. People were fearful. But remember, as terrible as this coin may or may not be, it is purely a popularity coin, and it is a purely speculative gamble. And Donald Trump and Melania have put out posts telling people that this is not financial advice. It's purely a souvenir that you can get to show support. I'm not so sure if it's a good support or not because you're losing all your money. I don't know how that really works. But nevertheless, that's what happens in this industry. Anyway, we're going to start bringing you coverage now as we start the build-up for the inauguration. It's a big day, so we're going to be covering it all live. But we are going to be keeping an eye on the markets. That is our focus here today. Welcome to the Trump inauguration. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for tuning in with me today.
Is considerable too. It holds all executive power.
It's a big day. It's held inside, and people were saying, whose decision was this? It was Trump's decision to hold it inside. It's very, very cold, and he decided to keep it in. There's Elon Musk, look. There's the CEO of Google.
Bezos.
They're all here today. It's a big event, of course. But we're concerned for the 100 executive actions that are going to be taken within minutes of him being in office. It's a groundbreaking, historic moment, actually. And it does appear, we don't know yet, but will there be mass deportations? Will people be collected and directly taken out of the United States? I don't know how that's possible, but will it? Also, let's talk about, we had Tik Tok. There's Mark Zuckerberg, look. There's Jeff Bezos. You can see them all there. Yes, we had, for a few moments, Tik Tok banned. Was it banned? Not at all. It came back within minutes, within hours actually. And the Chinese-run company actually said on the screen, thanks to Donald Trump. You make of that as you will. People are saying Donald Trump saved TikTok. It was never actually banned. It went away on pause and came back within hours later. I don't know. You can judge for yourself.
The Rotunda only recently saw.
Anyway, a big day for everybody. Welcome to the studio. Red, white, and blue, the United States of America. We're going to cover all of this. It's a big day.
The highest honor was given here for a state.
You asked me to cover it on
at rest.
Bank holiday. Markets are closed at the moment, but they will be open later, and we'll cover all of it.
They've been temporarily
going to keep our eye
on to the top of the mast, but they will return in
official Trump coin. Basically, went straight down the toilet. It popped up, sold off. Everyone took their profit. A handful of, well, I say everyone, a handful of people made some money. Probably Trump, and everybody else lost their money. I'm not sure it's the best way to start a presidency, but I'm completely impartial. I'm just giving you the facts as we see them. All right, let's go back to the inauguration itself. Big moment today.
Most of the people who are gathered have been working hard, or maybe even
you look tan today. That is just because possibly the red, white, and blue lights that we have in the studio.
The Chief Justices.
There's no reason for that. That's just the way the lighting is a little bit today.
Coming through the crypt. And two of them will play a significant part in the ceremonial later on by administering the oath to the Vice President first and then to the President.
Thank you for choosing to tune in with me. I'm deeply honoured. 185 of you watching. We are doing this to keep our eye on crypto, the business, the stock market. This will go straight into the market opening. 100
of Congress and to ultimately
100
rule on issues of the Constitution. A written
signed
Constitution which
executive
forms the
orders.
frame of very
We're showing you a
much
global
every element
representation of this, not just
duties
an
of the
American one.
President,
That
of
way we
state
can
itself.
keep
And it is
completely
the 20th
impartial. We're not
Amendment
just
that we
showing you
are
one
seeing
side, a CNN or
carried
a
out
Fox
today,
type
the
presentation.
timings
It's
and the detail of
using
the way in
Sky
which
News
both
here, completely impartial
President and Vice
presentation.
President
You're
are
hearing the royal
inaugurated.
correspondent speaking right now.
Statues around the rotunda include, at the moment, also President Reagan. And
You can also go back into the
There
business
are
world at
9
any moment.
presidents.
This is the
We've
business
already
world.
seen
The court actually has ruled with Congress many times, not always with the former.
That is CNBC and Bloomberg, so we'll keep our eye on the business world at
I
the
think
same
the
time.
organisers are probably still madly trying to get everybody sat for this ceremony to get underway. It must take place at pretty much the time stipulated in the Constitution. And the painting in the
Money,
background there.
by the way, in case you're wondering, the money
Or
flowed directly back out of
Cornwallis
Trump coin
surrendering
straight into
the British Army
XRP.
to the American forces when they
We presented
defeated
you the information last night and said,
at the
just walk away, let it go. It did exactly
great
what we
battles
said.
that
It went
took
straight back
place
down again, and the
to
money came straight
ensure
back
independence.
into XRP, an actual asset that does something. This, as Melania and Donald have said, is just a souvenir.
See at the
But
podium
people
there,
used
the
it to
seal
make
of the
money.
President of the
Most of them
United
lost
States
their money.
waiting for the 47th, and he will give his inaugural address here after he has taken the oath and assumed.
We will
executive
see the
power.
stock market open up in 9 hours live on the show. We'll open the market up together.
And more
Yep.
of the relations will come on in to take their seats and witness this event.
That's going to happen tonight live on the show. You'll see the market open. We'll
And the
cover it
Trump
all
family
live.
being led in with Barron at the rear to see his parents inaugurated as president and with his mother becoming first lady.
Please tap the like button.
The second time.
Would share our broadcast
a
out.
very
Thank
young
you so
age.
much indeed. Let's see how many likes we can get on this presentation
Other
today.
members of the family. Ivanka
Now, I know
Trump,
some
husband
people didn't
Jared
want to
Kushner.
watch because they're not Republican.
both
I'm
members
completely
of the
impartial.
first Trump
However, I
administration.
think that's a bad
Eric and
idea.
Lara
You need to know
Trump,
what's going on in the
Donald
market.
Trump Jr.,
I've always
Tiffany
said
Trump,
you
and
need to know
Barron
exactly what's going
Trump,
on,
who
not just whether you're Republican,
have
Democrat or not.
Guided
You
their
need to be in
father,
the room. You need to know what's going
father-in-law
on.
Through all
We know
of the
what's going
events
on.
leading up to this date.
XRP, Trump going down, XRP going up. Transference right there.
So in the rows that we see there was behind all the tech chief executive officers. the
Get some great
cabinet.
comments
We're in the
here. If you
second
want to be
and
part of the
third
show
row,
today,
all
you want to be part of
waiting
history,
now to
100 executive
witness this
orders to be
moment when
signed
they
within
each
hours.
individually,
I don't believe that's
particularly
ever
the
happened
cabinet,
before.
take on further
Please comment and
responsibilities
you'll be on the
with
screen.
passing of power from Joe Biden to Donald Trump.
We've got 65 likes now. If you get to 100, YouTube will share this out. Thank you ever so much. 245 watching. We're giving you a global perspective, not just a biased one side of the argument perspective today. A global perspective, a business perspective, and we're also watching today as XRP goes up
The music,
and Trump
again,
goes down,
from
exactly
the
as expected. Yesterday I
band
came
of the
on and
United
did a live
States Marines.
broadcast and told everybody
The Marine
that
Corps band is
just walk
celebrating
away,
parts
let it
of
go.
history and
People were
traditional
saying,
music
should I buy it? I was saying,
that
no,
tell us
just
the
let it
story
go. It'll
of
come
the
back,
United
and it
States.
did.
And we will hear some well-known tunes later on, which will lead us to the singing of the national anthem, and also
76 likes now. We're newly suggested on YouTube.
those most
Thank you
closely
very much
associated
indeed.
with America's
support.
story.
Very special day today. This is a historic
The
moment.
officers with the
Whether
gold
you are
ropes on their
Republican or
shoulder,
not.
all the presidential aides de camp who have played their part in making sure that the many guests and groups of guests have made their way here on time and taken their seats. And they are moving around
Welcome,
making
MSK,
sure that everything is ready.
Sightless,
the start
James,
of the processions into
Savage Faith
the rotunda,
Creations,
which will be each introduced.
Stacey, Alex, thank you very much indeed. I'm honoured that you've chosen to watch this historic moment with me. I will do my best to cover all the way through into the opening bell and see how it reflects on the investments. There we go. There's Trump's coin, which he has just said is not financial advice. It's just a souvenir. But of course, people are losing their money by buying it. You can see Jeff Bezos there, and Mark Zuckerberg, all the world's biggest companies. We've got Elon Musk there. We've got Pundar from Google. I recognise these faces because we cover the earnings. Anyway, good stuff. As we see now, the Trump coin is going down very quickly. It popped up. Everyone got really worried, and they all dumped XRP to buy it, and now it's all coming flooding back in again.
President-elect Trump.
Yes, this is the royal correspondent. He does all the royal weddings and events. I wanted to bring you this so it's not a biased one side of the argument presentation. This is a global presentation.
And the processions will now be introduced.
Ladies and gentlemen, former vice presidents, the Honorable Dan Quayle, accompanied by Mrs. Marilyn Quayle, and the Honorable Michael Pence.
Respect being given to former vice presidents. We saw earlier on former Vice President Pence.
Please tap the like button. The Trump coin is going down now. It's all being dumped.
Rotunda. They will now.
And XRP is selling a bit, but still holding up. It's transferred from the crash yesterday, as we said it would. We're going to be covering this all the way through until the open bell. Expect extreme volatility at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern.
The 42nd President of the United States, the Honorable William J. Clinton, accompanied by the Honorable Hillary Rodham Clinton.
It's quite a day for the world today. Thank you very much for choosing to watch this with me this afternoon.
Bush.
It's a great honour to be able to serve 336 of you. I'm like blown away.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 43rd President of the United States, the
Please tap the
Honorable
like
George
button,
W.
please.
Bush,
It will share
accompanied
this
by
out.
Mrs. Laura Bush.
And we'd love to be, number one for this. Thank you.
Rather interestingly, the fanfares that are being played for each of these former presidents are of British traditions and evolved to mark the arrival of British kings and queens.
There you go. Bit of British history there you would not have got if you were watching CNN or Fox.
Excitement as the final of the former presidents, President Barack Obama.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 44th President of the United States,
That
the
was Dana
Honorable
White, correct.
Barack H. Obama.
Michelle not joining him.
And it was only a short time ago that these former presidents were gathered at the National Cathedral of Washington to say farewell at the state funeral of President Jimmy Carter. All now stand for the arrival shortly of the head of state.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Chief Justice of the United States, the Honorable John G. Roberts, Jr., and the Associate Justices of the Supreme Court of the United States.
With trumpet and fanfare, each of the key teams who form part of the Constitution we are seeing gathered together here for
It does appear that way.
this inauguration come forward.
Justice stream. It appears.